friends, it's Mari here and I'm back with another project for Scrapbook Nerd. I'm going to start off here with some acrylic paint. I'm going to use some of the Dina Wakley, I think this is Sedona, and I'm actually mixing it with some white acrylic paint just to make it a little bit of a lighter tone of orange, and so that it just matches a little bit with the collection that I'm going to be using today, which is the One Canoe 2 Saturday afternoon. I think it's called Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to just take a brush and I'm going to swipe a bunch of different colors on my paper. I'm using some Basil Marshmallow cardstock, and I'm just taking 4 different brushes and 4 different colors of paints here. I'm using a couple of the Vicky Bouton paints and a couple of the Dina Wakley paints, and I'm going to just kind of duplicate some of the colors that are in that One Canoe 2 collection. So you can see here I'm just making some swipes on my paper with these 4 colors just so that they're in random colors, so the colors aren't all in the same order, because I am going to be ripping this paper into strips and using it as the background pattern for my layout today. So this is another really easy way that you can make your own, kind of like your own pattern paper, so that it's the right kind of level of busy that you want. You can create the color palette that you want and have it go along with any collection that you'd like to use in your stash. So if you don't have a whole entire set of a specific collection, you don't have all of the pattern papers, you can just make your own pattern paper that goes along with the die cuts or some of the embellishments if you want. I didn't have any of the 12 by 12 papers from this collection, but I did have the 6 by 6 pad and some of the embellishments like the sticker sheet and the layered stickers. And so I've just created my own paper. So what I did, as you saw there, was I just ripped it into strips, and now I'm going to just take some foam adhesive and add these strips onto the back of another piece of white cardstock just to create this really dimensional, kind of interesting looked background. And I'm just going to adhere these strips down, and I'm going to put 3 strips and then a space where my photo and journaling is going to go, and then a 4 strip. So this is my photo here in black and white. It's a 4 by 3 photo, and I'm going to do a little bit of matting. I just took a chunk of, it was an envelope that was really heavy vellum from my stash. I made a layer behind my photo with that, and now I'm just going to add some foam to the back, just some craft foam with some adhesive on it, just to add some dimension between the different layers of paper that I'm going to add to my photo mat. So I just took some paper from one of the cut apart sheets from the 6 by 8 paper pad from the collection, and now I'm just taking some of the papers from that paper pad to create more of the different layers for my photo mat. And this is really simple to do. It's a lot of fun to do, actually. It's just really easy, just adding some different layers in, just some different colors from the color scheme. These all kind of match up with those paint swipes that I added to my paper to create my strips for my layout. So I'm just using my scissors here. I'm not being too exact with cutting this. I wanted to add some of those kind of orangey pinks or coral, the green tone that's in the collection. I wanted to add a little bit of yellow because there's definitely some yellow in this collection, and just kind of moving the papers around until I'm happy with where they are, just offsetting them slightly. I am going to be adding some stickers and so on into this photo mat, so I wasn't too worried about, how even things were or that sort of thing, just because I had imagined that I was going to be putting a bunch of other little bits and pieces in between the layers here. So I'm using some repositionable adhesive so that if I do want to move things around, I don't like how they look, I can do that. I really love repositionable adhesive when I scrapbook because I am that person that really struggles to commit to putting things down. So I'm pretty happy with those layers so far. I'm just going to kind of start to go into the collection and see what I can find here. I really like this dimensional sticker. I thought it was super cute, and I am going to go ahead and stick that down on the one corner. And I like how it just covers up those uneven mats in that corner. And that was the method to my madness there for adding that onto that bottom right hand corner of the photo. So I'm just taking my T-square. I want to make sure that my photograph is on here straight. And there goes that dimensional sticker there, which I can't remember what it says right now. I don't have the layout in front of me, but it was just like kind of like best day or great day or something like that. So now what I'm doing is I'm just taking some text paper from my stash. And I mean, you could use whatever kind of paper you wanted. It could have a shape on it or something like that. I wanted something with a little bit of black, or I think this is even kind of gray. I specifically wanted text, and I wanted something with a white background because this has got a lot of really, this is a very white, there's no cream here at all on this layout anywhere. So I wanted to keep going with that really bright white. So I was lucky enough to find a chunk of text paper with a white background in my stash. Now I'm going to take a piece of paper. This is from Pink Fresh. I think it's from the Lovely Day collection. I just gutted it, and I want to use that to create a frame around this this layout. Like I said before, I didn't have any of the 12 by 12 paper from this collection, so I just went through my stash and found another collection that had a white base with a little bit of a pattern that matched the color scheme from this layout, which that Lovely Day collection had some options there. So I really like this paper. I gutted it because I didn't want to waste the center part of that paper, because I want to save that for something else with that collection. Now I'm just taking some craft foam. I took the adhesive, the release paper off the back of it. I'm sticking it down. Then I'm just going to take some Tombow Mono liquid adhesive. I'm going to add that to the foam areas, and I'll stick that down. Looks like that bottle's getting pretty empty. I really like this adhesive because it is really forgiving and it is repositionable. So I am going to have a little bit of open time with placing that in the right spot, and then I will have that all stuck down. Now you can see that I have mounted this onto a piece of basil textured cardstock, and I can't remember what color this is, but it's just like an aqua color, and it complements the teal and aquas in this collection really nicely. And so I went for that, and I really like how that looks. Now I'm going to take one of the die cut pieces from the One Canoe 2 collection. I'm actually going to end up moving that down a little bit, and this is going to be part and parcel of the journaling here, which will go to the right of that large die cut piece. I'm going to just take some white acrylic paint here, water it down, splatter that onto my layout just to create some white splatters. I did cover my picture up here. Obviously, I did not want to get anything on that. And so I'm just covering that nicely so that I don't get my paint splatters on my photo. So just splattering that down here, adding a little bit here and there. And when I'm all finished that, I will give that a little bit of time to dry. So I just set that aside for a few minutes. And now I'm ready to put some more embellishments and so on here. You can see I added a little bit of a cardstock sticker to the bottom of that dimensional sticker, that yellow sticker there, just added a little flag to the bottom of that. I added a few sentiment stickers to the left side, and here you can see I'm also adding a large black title piece that says hello from my stash. And you can see also I added some journaling strips there as well. And now I'm just adding some more black to go along with that black hello piece there. And I will also add some enamel dots. You can find so many beautiful collections over in the Scrapbook Nerd shop. Joy does an amazing job of bringing in a lot of different things, and she has great service. She has a great stock in her store, and I hope that you hop on over there and check out all of the really great options that she has for your online shopping. And I will leave a link to the store in the description box below so that you can head on over there and check out what the Scrapbook Nerd has. And I know that she has a ton of mixed media products. She has lots of Vicky Bouton. She has tons of Echo Park. She has all sorts of stuff over there for you, and new stuff coming in all of the time. So if you watch her shop, you can see that she is always adding new stock. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this today. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon, hopefully, on my channel. Bye-bye.